Hey everybody, Tails88 here. In today's video, I will be talking about my and many other people's favorite Disney character, Figment. Obviously. Yeah, I may have gone a bit overboard. So, this will kind of be like a documentary type video. I don't know, but it should still be cool. Before I get into it, make sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this. And comment down below if you have any ideas. Anywho, without any further ado, let's talk about Figment. This is Figment. I know he may look extremely cartoony, and that's because he is. What do you expect? He's a Disney character. Now, I know he's a lesser known character, but he's actually considered Epcot's mascot. You'll find him and his ride in the Imagination Pavilion in Eastern Epcot. Figment was created for a ride in the Imagination Pavilion, one of the only characters to come from Imagineers instead of a movie or a TV show. He was created in 1983 for a ride sponsored by Kodak, who had worked with Disney all the way back to the 1964 World's Fair, and agreed to sponsor a pavilion for Epcot, which evolved into the Imagination Pavilion we know today. Kodak actually had one of the longest sponsorships in Disney history, lasting from 1982 to 2010. So with enough money to make a ride, Disney set about the task of making the ride, characters, and story. Imagineer Tony Baxter was tasked with the project, and he finally created Professor Marvel. Marvel was an inventor who created a baby dragon of imagination. Figment was originally green, but changed because green, the usual color of dragons, was associated with Fujifilm, so they changed Figment to purple, being a neutral color. Professor Marvel eventually evolved into Dreamfinder. Though the Dreamfinder came 100% from Disney Imagineers, Figment was actually inspired from a scene in Magnum P.I. in which Higgins' garden was being destroyed by a goat. So Magnum P.I. replies that it's just figment of his imagination. Journey into Imagination with Figment was not actually the first version of the ride, rather the third. The first, in 1983, showed how the Dreamfinder created Figment through imagination. In this ride, Figment was a curious and cute dragon and wanted to learn more about imagination. And around the turn of the century, in 1998 to be specific, Disney decided to update the ride. Now the ride was set in Professor Nigel Channing's lab, and sadly Figment was only a guest character, appearing a couple times. Without saying this was the worst version, and the shortest, not even lasting 7 years. Then, thankfully, we got the current version, which has Figment as the main character. At this point, Figment has learned everything he needs to know, and actually it was changed to Figment coming out of the imagination scanner at Dr. Channing's lab. In this version, riders are supposed to have a nice, orderly journey through the Sense Lab, while Figment is happily causing chaos. In other words, Figment has had a huge impact on all of Disney, even making cameos in Inside Out and Toy Story 4. He even had his short educational miniseries in the 80s detailing learning about language arts in his own land, Figonia. I'll put the link in the description for that. He also makes a cameo in Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout, the ride. He was actually played by 3 different people, in this order: Billy Party for the first version, Corey Burton for the second, and Dave Goelz for the current version. Another recognizable part of all the versions of the ride is his song, One Little Spark, which has been slightly changed for every version of the ride. In 2014, Disney published a comic miniseries based on the origin of Dreamfinder and Figment, which was followed by a sequel, Figment 2, in 2015. As you can see, even though you may not have ever heard of Figment, keep an eye out. He's everywhere. Tails88, out.